All right, so let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys 2025 offseason and boil it down to just one word. If you've been following the drama, the rumors, and the roller coaster of moves this team has made, then you know picking just one word isn't as simple as it sounds. But that's exactly what fans, writers, and insiders have been doing lately, trying to sum up the entire mood around this team as we head into training camp. Some say the word is uncertain, and honestly, you can see why. There's a sense that the team is caught between hope and frustration, and that feeling has shaped every discussion about the roster, the cap, and the future. So, let's get into the real meat of this offseason, the moves. Because when you look at how the Cowboys handled this past stretch, it really was a roller coaster, right? There were moments when you probably pumped your fist and thought, okay, they're serious about contending, and then there were those head-scratcher moments that just left you shaking your head. Let's start with some of the highs. Bringing in a couple of veteran pieces to shore up depth was smart. They didn't go out and land the flashy free agent, but they added players who can contribute and stabilize the roster. Depth is always key in the NFL, and that's one area the Cowboys seem to have addressed cautiously but effectively. But it wasn't all smart plays. There were some decisions that sparked a lot of debate. And if you were on Cowboys Twitter or any fan forum, you know exactly what I mean. Some releases felt premature, especially when you consider the lack of obvious replacements on the roster. And then there's the lingering sense that maybe the front office played it too safe again. Every offseason, you hear Jerry and Steven talk about the urgency to win now. Yet when the moment comes to spend big or swing a major trade, they hesitate. That cautious approach is frustrating for a fan base hungry for a championship. Here's what I want to know from you. Which offseason move do you think will make the biggest difference this season? Maybe you're fired up about a key signing, or maybe you're still upset about a guy they let walk. Drop your thoughts down below, because your take is just as important as any expert out there. And while you're at it, hit that like button. It helps push this video to more Cowboys fans who need a dose of real talk. We're not here to sugarcoat things. We're here to break it down like we're a group of friends chatting about our favorite team. Now, you can't talk about the Cowboys offseason, or honestly this entire era, without bringing up the two biggest names swirling around the money talk, Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons. These two have come to symbolize everything that's both exciting and nerve-wracking about how the front office handles contracts and the salary cap. Let's start with Dak. He's been the face of the franchise for a while now, and you can argue he's earned every bit of the spotlight, but the contract situation has always been a soap opera. This offseason was no different. Rumors flew about extensions, trade scenarios, restructures, you name it. And while the front office didn't pull the trigger on anything major just yet, that ticking clock is getting louder. Every day they wait, the price tag probably goes up, and fans are split right down the middle. Some say Dak's your guy, and you pay him what he wants because stability at quarterback is priceless. Others, they think the money should be spent elsewhere, maybe bolstering the offensive line or adding more defensive playmakers. It's the same debate every year, but now it feels even more urgent. Then there's Micah Parsons. He's not just a star, he's a superstar. The kind of player you build a defense around for the next decade if you're smart. But with the way salaries for elite pass rushers are trending, keeping him happy and in Dallas long-term is going to cost a fortune. And honestly, it should. The question is, will the front office do what it takes? Or will they try to play hardball and risk creating tension in the locker room? We've seen how that goes in the NFL. One thing's for sure, every dollar they spend on Dak and Micah means less flexibility elsewhere. It's a delicate balancing act that has some fans feeling optimistic and others downright anxious. So let me throw this to you. Do you think the Cowboys should pay Micah Parsons whatever he wants? Simple yes or no. Drop it in the comments, because I want to see where Cowboys Nation stands on this. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when we break down the next big contract news. Trust me, it's coming whether you're ready for it or not. All right, let's keep this rolling. We've covered the moves and the money, but how does Cowboys Nation feel about it all? Let's see if the fans are feeling united or if this offseason has split us right down the middle. All right, so now that we've broken down the moves and the money, let's talk about the vibe. Because honestly, the vibe in Cowboys Nation is always fascinating. Some years, you can feel the entire fan base pulling in the same direction, ready to run through a wall together. Other years, you've got one half cheering every front office decision and the other half ready to burn it all down. This offseason, it feels like a bit of both. Some fans are buying into the idea that this is the year Dallas finally puts it all together. The pieces are there, the core is strong, and with the right tweaks, they could make a deep playoff run. But you can't ignore the other side either. There's a big chunk of the fan base that's tired of the almost narrative. They're fed up with the conservative spending, the slow play negotiations, and what they see as missed opportunities to go all in. You see it everywhere. The comment sections, the podcasts, the social media debates. Some folks think the front office is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Others think they're just overthinking it and missing out on difference makers. The national media hasn't helped either. Some outlets are hyping the Cowboys up like they're top-tier contenders, while others are putting them squarely in the pretender bucket until they prove otherwise. It's that split that makes being a Cowboys fan equal parts exhilarating and exhausting. So let me ask you this. Right now, after everything you've seen and heard, are you more excited or more worried about the Cowboys heading into this season? Drop your honest take in the comments because this channel is all about real talk. No sugarcoating, no blind optimism, just fans speaking their minds. And hey, if you're loving this kind of raw Cowboys coverage, hit that like button. It helps more fans like you find us, and it shows me you want more videos like this one. Now, speaking of what's next, let's wrap this up by looking ahead. Because this one word we keep talking about, it's not just about the offseason. It's about what happens next when the real games start. So let's break that down. So here we are, looking ahead to what really matters. The road from off-season chatter to training camp battles to real games that count. That one word you picked to sum up the Cowboys off-season, it's about to get tested in a big way. Because all the moves, the extensions, the restructured deals, and the debates don't mean much if this team can't show up when it matters. Training camp is right around the corner, and that's when we'll start to see who's ready to step up, who might surprise us, and who could be on the chopping block when those tough roster cuts come down. Every year, there's always that one player nobody saw coming who makes the final 53. And with the way this offseason played out, you get the sense there could be a few underdogs ready to make a name for themselves. But make no mistake, the pressure is on the big names too. Dak knows this is a defining year. Micah's got a payday looming. And the rest of the locker room? They're all feeling the weight of that word, whether it's uncertain, hopeful, or frustrating. That word is going to echo through every practice, every press conference, and every snap once the season kicks off. And if this team wants to finally shake off decades of falling short, they'll have to prove to the fans, and honestly to themselves, that they can handle the heat. So here's my last question for you. What position, battle are you most hyped to watch once training camp starts? Is it the fight for starting spots on the offensive line? A rookie wideout trying to push his way up the depth chart? Or maybe that defense, which could be nasty if it all clicks? Drop your pick in the comments. I want to see what you're watching for. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and help us push to 15,000 Cowboys diehards strong. Give this video a like if you enjoyed hanging out and breaking this down with me. I promise we'll keep it real all season long. This is just the start, so stick around. Big things are coming, and you won't want to miss any of it.